Believe it or not, a male contraceptive pill is coming out. Yeah, that's right. Researchers announced discovery of proteins that can be blocked to prevent the launch of sperm cells during ejaculation. Calm down, guys. It'll knock out the proteins in genetically engineered mice, which resulted in male animals that were completely infertile, though they continued to mate normally. So basically the sperm can't get into the semen, so you can have as much sex as you want, and you are not going to become pregnant. This opens up a Pandora's box of issues. I will go to the lady on the panel first.
Thank you, kind sir.
Will you trust a man to...
Hell no! And that's the thing, like, I think this is an amazing advancement. I mean, all we do, first of all, in this society is put money, more money than we could even imagine, into men's penises.
Yeah.
You know, with Viagra and Cialis and pumps and whatever you people do. And
I don't think we're on trial here.
But, I mean, the penis industry is booming, so why don't we do something that actually could, you know, help in other ways as well?
Right.
And I think it's great, and I know that men are afraid to take contraceptive because I don't know how it's going to affect my body. I don't know how about every way it affects our bodies, but we do it because we want to protect ourselves and not add to the population for a million reasons. But I'm ultimately the one that has to, you know, worry about it. So if you're like, no, no, baby, it's all good. You know, I left my Magnum XLs at home. I got this covered. There is no way in hell I'm going to trust you to deal with my body.
Right. So you brought up like 20 great things there. First off, we have a whole industry based on getting the penis in. This is the first thing that deals with what happens once it's actually in there. But what about the trust issue? Really, I think that's a legit thing. If a woman's taking the pill, she knows she's done her due diligence when she's having sex. But how can she trust the guy, any guy, not just a one-night stand? You be with a guy for months. Even if he forgets to take it or whatever it is.
This is what responsible fathers tell their sons. I mean, back in our old world, since we're old folks now.
Yeah.
We tell our sons, hey, you know, don't trust her when she says she's on the pill, man. Don't trust her. She's trying to get you, son. She's trying to get your money, right? So if that's already the thing that happens.
Your son's only 2, and you're really giving him the lessons already. That's
yeah, this little 2-year-old toddler, man, she's eyeing him a little too closely. She's like, she sees his blonde hair, and she's like, So,
it's actually way funnier because there are no men with money in Los Angeles. Go ahead. It's not the ones that I've met.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it's you go just from that point of, if you don't trust women who are way more trustful than men, what percentage of men are you supposed to trust and saying, yeah, pop my pills this morning. It's going to happen. We're good.
What about all the side effect stuff? Because obviously the pill, in a way, the pill does do some good side effect stuff for women, right? Like it clears up your skin or certain, right? Like there's some of that kind of stuff.
Honestly, I still don't know what to believe because there's so many different pills and there's no way to know how it's going to affect you until you take it. I know some women are fine with, some women go batshit crazy on certain pills.
Yeah.
Some say it ups your risk of breast cancer and cervical cancer, some say it lowers it. So clearly, like I said, the money is not being put into that research as much as it is being put into the Cialis research. Because I still don't know, and you know, I've been dealing with the pill for many years.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but maybe, you know, first, if you're both taking it, then maybe it's all good. Second, I wonder if this starts becoming a thing, if we're going to see a rise in sexually transmitted infections.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to the next one.
Sorry.
Yeah. Doesn't this, no, perfect. Thank you for doing that. I mean, doesn't this lead to that? I mean, the pregnancy thing almost is secondary because so many women are on the pill, and if you trust the woman you're with, then she's not going to get pregnant, basically. But you're now opening yourself up to every STD. You're opening both of you up.
We talked about the Cialis and the Viagras, and those commercials always say, by the way, this doesn't protect you from sexually transmitted diseases. And we see how those, of course, are directed at older men because those are the generally men who have those issues. So this could be directed at younger men because they're vibrant and still sexually, and still able to reproduce, right? So once you start targeting at younger guys and say, by the way, watch out, you might have to worry about sexually transmitted diseases, they care less. Generally, the older men are like, yeah, I'm slowing down, I got my woman, maybe just one on the side, and then so we're not worried about pregnancy as much.
For the record, though, you know, those older men still can reproduce. A man can, it still works.
So they are
the sperm,
in the ground, they can reproduce.
To the minute before death, the sperm.
There's a bit of I haven't read too much research, there's a certain level of a biological clock for men where there's issues maybe with your children, just not
Right.
Well,
the sperm has.
Are they going to have gills or something? Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Bigger ears.
Is there just something different between men and women here that I feel like women are more able to be responsible about their body? That this doesn't strike me as something that men would even do because the woman ultimately is the one that gets pregnant. So there's something about this that seems like
honestly, I think in general, it's a huge step forward in our society to have men be just as accountable for pregnancy as women are, especially when it comes to changing the biology of your body. But I just think that things happen. I mean, I've been on the pill for a long time. My friends have been on the pill, and I am not the world's most responsible human being. I'm the worst, actually, at everything. I'm always late getting places, and my hair looks like I combed it with a candy apple, and all kinds of crazy stuff happens. So I don't always trust myself, and it would be amazing if my partner, whoever I would also pick up some of that slack, because I'm not perfect.
Ooh, all right.
Well, can I go to, since I'm the conspiracy theorist on the panel.
Yeah, go.
But this one is
you became the old man, the conspiracy theorist, the Republican. What else?
Well, I mean, this is less on the conspiracy side, but the first thing I thought was, because I come from the point of, well, what about the guys? What I saw in thinking about what they're giving these guys is the mice became infertile. For how long? And I never, at least maybe I missed this part of the article, but it didn't seem like it was something that was a temporary thing. It seemed like it was permanent.
So if you stop taking it, your sperm will start working again. And those are the things that they're going to have to work out, and how powerful.
I'm not sure if that was conveyed.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to drub everybody with information, so it was the basic thing.
Not yours, but I'm talking about in the article I read. I didn't think that they pointed out, and the mice became later were perfectly fertile.
Right.
I didn't see that part.
So final thought on this. What about the unintended consequences? Because everything has unintended consequences. And what happens when, let's say, the government of China that wants to control population decides to put some of this stuff in the water, or all kinds. I mean, it opens up again a Pandora's box of all kinds of stuff. So do we have to be afraid that this stuff is?
I think that's the ultimate question when it comes to progress: is do we curb progress because we're afraid it could fall into the wrong hands, or do we keep pushing society forward and trust that people have the best intentions at heart?
They don't, and I've always
they don't.
They just
Good night,
don't.
everybody.
Yeah, conspiracy theorist speaking here.
Is that a reason to stop progress? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Well, even if you want to, you can't. That's why I've always believed in stuff. I think we're going to destroy ourselves. Humans are going to destroy ourselves in one way or another, or maybe 5 different ways, all at the same time.